Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel. I just throw random Sabres talk at you and you throw your random comments back at me, I guess. And tonight, guys, I was just thinking about things because I've been frustrated, all right, I've been frustrated, guys, really. And I think it's ever since I talked about Robin Lehner. I talk about this freaking clown, guys, and I'm telling you, I want to talk about the games. I don't want to talk about Lehner. Yeah, the Toronto game frustrated me. I didn't like the lack of effort. I know it's preseason. I get it. And I didn't like losing a close one to Pittsburgh where we fought like hell and could have won. That bothered me too, you know. Those are two things that lingering issues I felt were gone. And the truth is, it's hockey. It's hockey. So I got to calm down. I just got to relax. I do get like that. I get caught up, you know, and I got to remember it's preseason. I'm mature enough, old enough now that can't believe I'm 60, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. I still feel like I'm 20 in my head. I'm trying to figure out where's this team headed. I mean, I believe I know where they're headed, but where are they really headed? You know, I don't like how Toronto had a good laugh at our expense recently. I didn't like that. Rubbed me the wrong way. And I didn't like the close loss. But again, preseason. So as we approach the season, these are things I worry about. I've seen some things that worry me, like standing around in the zone. I've seen happening. And that should be a no-no. That should be something in camp that everybody's whispering. Don't get caught doing that. Like, don't get caught watching the ice melt. You know, like, make sure you're moving out there. So we'll see. We'll see how that unfolds. The next two games, I'm expecting, I don't know, a split. I guess we'll split with him. The showdown will be against Pittsburgh, the final game. Now, yeah, I noticed since I was on my, I kind of got into talking about Robin Lehner on my channel a few videos ago. And I swear, there's something that just, that comes up. What bothers me is, this used to be a goalie. This was a goalie recently, okay? Recently, that our own fan base, a few years ago, on the Hockey Guys channel, because he says he's good. And sorry, Shannon's dead wrong about that. Robin Lehner's a joke. And then he comes, and I got into it with Shannon a bit in the comments, I remember. And Shannon I respect. I love his channel, guys. I've been there since he's at like 20,000 subscribers. I've been there forever. But he's dead wrong about Lehner. He was dead wrong then, and if he thinks Lehner's still good, he's dead wrong now. Like, come on, guys. There's no way this is a good goalie. This is a cancer in a dressing room. And I remember it was during that, it was before the bubble. It was before the bubble. Yeah, long before the bubble. A few years before that, I believe. And Robin Lehner's name was out there, and all Sabres fans saying, "You believe we let go of this guy?" It's like, my God, do you have any like self-respect? I asked those fans. Do you have any self-respect? Because if you do, you're sure putting it in your back pocket. Like any Buffalo Sabres fan with half a brain can't stand that guy. Not because I can't stand him, because of what he brings to the table. He brings an obnoxious, self-centered, self-serving, inconsiderate liar. That's what he brings to the table. That's it. That's what he brings. He sits down in front of you. I'm his lawyer, and he's looking at me in the eyes. He's going to lie. I didn't do it. That's what he's going to do to me. That's what you're dealing with when you deal with a clown like Robin Lehner, okay? So, no, we don't ever want him remotely close to rumored talks. And if you're new to the channel, you'll be ready for this. I throw Robin Lehner out there as a potential trade piece once in a while on my when I do trades, just to shock the new Buffalo fans that think like, oh, this guy might be a good fan. He he has our best interests at mind or whatever. And then they see me talking about getting Robin Leonard back and they're like, oh my God, this guy's out of his mind. You know, what I do though is I let them know quick. It's a joke because I'm going to lose any subscribers that I gain talking about this guy. I can't stand this guy. I can't stand this guy. I did a video one night, guys, when Robin Leonard went off about the Sabres. Lucky for me, this happened. I must have sworn in that video. I was so mad, I was shaking. So mad. I was literally shaking. I was that mad, seeing red, shaking. I just threw on the cameraman and I went at it and I was like, I'm going to tear this guy apart. I don't care if I lose every subscriber I have tonight. I don't care. The healthy ones will stay and the sick ones will leave, the way I was thinking. And this guy, and guys, it was like a 10-minute rant where I just was so pissed off with this guy. And it wasn't about the Jack Eichel thing. I don't think it was about that. It might have been. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know. He does so many things that tick me off. Anyway, so I did that video and I was, okay. I was calmer after because I just vented with you guys for about 10 minutes, swearing, yelling, screaming. And I realized I didn't turn on my camera. I forgot. I was so mad, guys. I forgot to turn on the on button. I was like, oh my God. And then I realized, no, you know what it was, guys? I recorded it. I forgot back then I didn't have the wireless mic. Like now, I wear a wireless on the channel. Sometimes I don't, guys, but that's a backup, my other one. I use that as a backup on the channel. When this one is, I forget to charge it or something. I always have a backup plan for audio. And they're both good mics. They sound good. Like, they don't sound bad like TSN. TSN's a joke with their audio. What a joke. Have you guys ever went to TSN and noticed that my channel knows what it's doing with the audio and theirs doesn't? Their budget's a lot bigger than mine, guys. TSN, maybe get a few of these. Like, wake up. And yeah, so I vented and I forgot to wire my mic. I just forgot. I seen it. I was just so mad that I filmed the whole video. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, well, there goes that. And so I did the video again, not near with the same anger. And I still had everybody like saying that, oh geez, I haven't seen you this mad. And that was after I calmed down. The old days, guys, I swear, when I lose it, my cannon in my head, it explodes, And it's like, it's just it's like when I played hockey and I'm losing. When I played hockey and I was losing, guys, I was the poorest loser you'd ever meet. I'm telling you, I didn't care. I didn't care if I got suspended. I didn't care. It didn't matter. In the moment, I can't stand losing. I just can't stand it. And there's many moments I can talk about, maybe another video, but that time I threw my stick into the crowd was a pretty good one. It was a pretty good one. And they were booing me and I'm yelling French slurs at them, and I'm French on my dad's side of the family, so je français aussi. So they had no clue that I'm this French guy because I'm taking shots at them, and oh my God, what a zoo that night. But look, this thing this year, why I think of Leonard, I get worried. I get worried about self-entitled characters, and let's say we get Kane, Zegras, Hellebuck. We don't know how self-entitled these guys are. I got a feeling that Adams maybe has lost interest with Zegras for a reason. Maybe something happened and he's like, oh no, because he's very much into the character, the human character of what he's interested in that dressing room. And the last thing you want to do is lock a guy in long term that has a bad attitude. And I won't mention Jack Eichel's name. You just don't want to keep these guys around. You want guys that want to be here and be part of this Cinderella story eventually. You don't want people that can ruin that with their negative output and actions and self-centered behaviors. You don't want that in your dressing room because that spreads like cancer, guys. So, we can't have that. We just can't. Guys, like, I don't even know why I'm even thinking of, oh my God, why I'm even thinking of Leonard tonight. I got no clue. But, this guy rents, I try not to let this guy rent space in my head because it was bad. It was a bad relationship in my head with this guy for a long time. I couldn't stand him. I remember when he left town, I was like, get him out of here. Just get him out of here. I don't care. Don't sign him. I don't care about his numbers. Get this guy out of here. Showing up to drunken practice and all sorts of things. Get him out of here. No. This guy will keep us in the pits of despair for the next decade, even after he's left. The impact he'll have, his negative impact. What we want, guys, okay, what we got for you fans in Buffalo that can't stand Vegas, okay? We want Leonard to come back healthy and take the number one job away from a guy that just brought that team to the finals, because he'll ruin that franchise before he retires. So that's what we want. We want Robin Leonard to come back strong in Vegas. That's what we want. So look, that's, I guess, the thing that made me think of him was the entitlement. And I worry about that, guys. I honestly do. I do worry about that. Like, is Zegras a cocky little prick? I don't know. I don't have any proof he is, but I don't have any proof he isn't. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's like behind the scenes. I'm on his side with that contract dispute, though. Zegras is right to hold out no matter what. If they're offering him 3 or 4, I get it. I do. And then you got Hellebuyck, who he could just be like, he's trying to be pro, you could tell, in Winnipeg. So I don't think there's any issues there. We all know Kane has issues. And anybody who thinks he doesn't are you're not only wrong, you're completely lost at the same time. You're whistling in the dark. There's charges that this man has faced legally. Now, has he been facing those things? No, not now. Not now, he's not. But I mean, he's still bringing that over. So let's not pretend. Let's not be fake and pretend that's okay. What if he left a victim out there? What if that was true? And we're bringing this guy in. It's just something that I believe guys at the highest level know if it's true or fake. True or false. They know. So I'm hoping if Kevin Adams knows that this really did happen out there, that he just stays clear from it. And if he knows it was some girl who tried to cash in on his fame, he knows that also. So I trust Kevin Adams is what I'm saying. I trust his judgment with this. And I'm going to leave it there because that's a subject that we shouldn't pretend didn't happen. Okay, so we got to take all that into consideration before signing somebody on the dotted line as part of the face of our team. And he'd be a big face for a year or two, guys. He would be. So we got to make sure that we get that right. We can't get that wrong. It's like the draft with Benson. You've seen in The Embedded. You can't make these decisions and they come back to get you. Like you guys seen, we had to get, Vander Kane out of Buffalo. I heard the story about him grabbing a woman's hair in the bar and smashing her face in the counter. I heard about it through some of my hockey buddies. I heard. I know people that are connected in the NHL. So I know the story to it. I know you guys have heard the story to it. There's always two sides to every story. But at the same time, we got him out of town. Just because Patrick Kane's from Buffalo doesn't give him the right to walk in and be Mr. Saber either. No. This logo's bigger than any character. So no matter what. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I yacked enough. These are just some of the thoughts in my head as we approach rumors, the season, and of course our eventual destiny with fate on game number 82 this year. We'll see where we're at then. See you tomorrow, guys.